Welcome to Streams of Income with self-help author Ryan Rieger. For the next hour, you'll hear proven methods for how to live the multiple income streams dream. Ryan is passionate about helping others discover their gifts and start their own business. He's published 5 books, and his courses and group coaching programs have changed the lives of thousands of students all over the world. Ryan's books include Private Label, The Easy Way, Finding Your Grace Place, and his latest, Streams of Income. And now, here's your host, Ryan Rieger.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Streams of Income radio show. I'm your host, Ryan Rieger. And as you can tell, I have another guest with me. What's your name?
Callan.
Hey, I got my son, Callan Rieger, here with me. So you want to be my guest?
Yes.
You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Say welcome to Streams of Income.
What is the time?
All right. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
All right. I hope you don't mind that little intrusion. That's just what life is like around here. I told Callan I need to record a podcast, and he was like, "Can I be on?" And so I said, "Sure." One day I will interview him. That would be fun. But I just wanted to share with you guys some things that are on my heart and help you think through what business you might be interested in starting. Now, those of you that already are in business, are rocking it, don't turn this off, because I guarantee there's going to be something in here that's going to bless you. But I get so many emails from people that they are overwhelmed with all the potential options out there, all the potential opportunities, all the different business models. I mean, I would imagine 50, 60 years ago, there was just not very many options. You could open a restaurant, a car shop, you could be some type of service business, some brick and mortar type of thing, probably involving sales. But without the internet, there just weren't as many options as we have today. And that is amazing. We are living, in my opinion, the greatest time in the history of the world to be an entrepreneur. But also, that can come with challenges, and it can come with overwhelm, because there are literally so many different ways. I've talked to people all the time, and I'm amazed at how some people are making an income online. But it really kind of boils down to 3 main ways. And we'll talk about that. And I'm sure you've heard me talk about this in my book and in other episodes. I talk about the 3 main ways. But I really wish I had the opportunity to sit down with every single person in my audience and say, hey, what are you working on right now? What do you feel like is your path forward? What are you struggling with? How can I help you? Because I know that I could help that person see something about themselves that they don't see right now, see an opportunity to turn their knowledge, their skill set, just their experience, their hard work into an online business. And so I can't do that. I can't do that with all thousands and thousands of people. I have about, just for some of you might be interested, I have about 20,000 people on my email list. So it's growing every single day. Not as big as some people, but it is growing. And I'm honored that people find my content valuable and that they have chosen to be on my list. And so I know that if I had an opportunity to sit down with every single person, I believe I could help them, or at least point them in the right direction. And so in order to do that, or at least try to help some folks, I'm testing out something, Streams of Income live workshop that's going to start on April 4th, Monday, April 4th will be our first session. I will record a video and post it to the people that get into this workshop a week or so ahead of time, so they have a chance to digest the content. It'll be 20 minutes. It's not going to be a very long video. It's going to come with a workbook or just a few pages of a PDF download every week. And we're going to go for 5 weeks. And let me share some of the things that we're going to cover, because I'm going to give you a sneak peek today, right now, to see if this might be a fit for you. So week 1, we're going to talk about what do you want? And in this, I say on this page, you can go to streamsofincome.com/class. And I want you to build a business around your life rather than you building your life around your business. And so that's what we're going to talk about in week 1, getting crystal clear about those things that you really want in life, about the type of business that you want to have. And so that you're not trying to fit your life around this business that takes up all your time and you can't be home with your family. And so we're going to talk about that in week 1, getting clear on your vision, your goals, and those things that you really want. And let's find a business that fits that instead of the other way around. Week number 2, we're going to talk about what do you know about yourself? And this will help you determine what business model will be a good fit for you. So in this session, we're going to uncover things like what you're good at, what you're passionate about, and how those things could become a serious business for you. So remember, each week we're going to have some homework that allows you to think through these things, that will allow you to at least light the path a little bit, and find out like how your skills, talents, and abilities could be turned into a business. Week 3, we're going to talk about the 3 main ways to make money online. In my opinion, those are selling physical products, becoming an expert in your niche, like writing books, courses, membership communities, being a public speaker, those types of things. And the third is coaching and consulting. And those last 2 kind of come together. There's a lot of overlap between the 2, because if you're writing a book or creating a course, you may also be doing coaching and consulting in that area. So talk about the 3 main ways to make money online and help you decide which one might be a fit for you. So that's week 4. Narrow down all those options that you possibly have that look exciting to you. You may have been thinking about this for a very long time and just aren't sure which direction to go. And that is my goal, that after the 5 weeks, you will know which business model is the one that you're going to step into. And so week 4 is which one is a fit. And then week 5 is going to be a Q&A session. Well, we'll just answer your questions. And well, that could go a long time. And this is going to be limited to 20 people. Only 20 people from my list of 20,000 people are going to be able to be on these live calls. So each week's going to be a video. And then we're going to do a wrap-up call on the following Monday, live on a Zoom call, so that we can go around and help each other out. And because I want you to be crystal clear and have clear vision about what you're good at and how that could be turned into a business. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about my journey, because I don't want you to think that I've always been at a position where I'm doing every single thing that I love, and I'm still not there. There are still things in my business that I'm doing that I need to be outsourcing and creating systems and processes. And I am getting better. I'm working more and more in my zone of genius, as Dan Miller calls it. And so that is your goal, to only be working on things in your business that only you can do. Those are the things that are going to move the needle the most in your business. Now, please know that I did not start there. And you're probably not going to start there. When you start your business, you will be doing everything. Now, as quick as you possibly can, you're going to want to start creating systems, because there's a whole other discussion we can have. But do you want to be a self-employed person or an entrepreneur? I believe somebody that is self-employed, yes, they work for themselves, but I believe that you kind of just have another job. And that's how I started. I did it for several years, and it was still way better for me than working a regular job. But I kind of made another job for myself. And so that's self-employed. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And if you want to go deeper on this subject, just read The Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And then there's an entrepreneur, somebody who has created systems and processes. They have a team, and they can step away from the business for a time and the business still runs, or even step away indefinitely and the business still runs. The business is not dependent on them. And so this really just depends on what you want. Again, there's nothing wrong with being self-employed. There's nothing wrong with being a plumber. There's nothing wrong with having a service-based business where you are out doing the work, because that may, for you, feel like a big, huge dose of freedom compared to what you're doing and maybe in a regular job that's sucking your soul. And so let me just share with you a little bit about my business journey from this perspective of, it hasn't always been as good as it is now. It's a journey, and there are ups and there are downs, and there are times when you're wondering, did I do the right thing? And there are times when it looks bleak, and there are times when it looks amazing. And it continues to happen. There are times when you just are, I'm never going back to a regular job, no matter what. But there are times when you are saying, man, it would be so nice. Like my brother, for example, I love my brother. He works at a regular full-time job, and at 5 o'clock, he can turn it off. He can turn off his brain and go home and not think about work. That is not the way. My brain is not even wired that way. I'm always thinking about business ideas come to me, all different types of, some are ridiculous ideas that I don't implement, but all to say is I cannot turn off my business brain. It's really hard. It doesn't mean I'm not present for my family or anything like that. It's just, if I talk to somebody, out and about, I'm thinking, how could they turn that into a business? Or are they happy with what they're doing? And I have those thoughts, and I wonder, can I help them with what they're doing? And so occasionally, it's really often, we'll be out doing something, and I'll have a conversation with somebody about, like, literally a few weeks ago, we're talking to a surgeon, and I was trying to think of how a surgeon could earn extra income from what he's doing, because he's essentially trading time for dollars, and he knows it. And I asked him, like, I had no idea, is it even possible as a surgeon to create other streams of income by courses or memberships or like education on, like, so that the person that they see on an operating table doesn't even get to that point? Are there things for you as a surgeon to be able, content that you can put out, like on YouTube or a blog or some type of a course on how to be healthier, so that you never have to see me on the operating table? And he said, yes, there are doctors that are actually doing that. And so I was starting to lay out some of the things, if he was interested. I told him, dude, you got to realize I'm a geek at this. I love this stuff. I could talk about this for hours. And so you got to turn me off if you're not interested. But we had a great discussion back and forth of all the things he possibly could do. And that happens often for me. And it's fun for me. I don't know, always fun for the other person, but I love thinking through what that person could do if they're interested in doing something else and earning extra income from the very thing that they're already doing. And so my journey, obviously, you guys know, it started with furniture. We were selling furniture all over the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex on Craigslist. The first year of 2009, we sold $250,000 worth of furniture just on Craigslist, just in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I know that number sounds big. Please know, though, those first few months were brutal. I can look in my Bible right now over there and look at some verses and see entries where in the margin, it was, February and March of 2009, where I was like wondering, is this going to work? Are we going to be able to make this happen? And so, it was a struggle. It was a battle of the mind. But I kept going. We kept going. Elaine and I kept posting ads, kept believing that we could make this work. And so God blessed it. And we did furniture. Now, if I think back now to furniture, like, I cannot imagine doing that again. That just sounds like the most awful thing. I would do it if I had to provide for my family. But then I had the grace for it. I was so super thankful for that position. Do not despise the day of small beginnings. There's the Bible verse that says that. If you're in a position right now where you're just getting started and it's tough, or you are not even sure which way to go, just know you can do it. There may be a season where you're doing something that you don't even really enjoy that much, but you may learn to enjoy it. It may become a passion after it becomes profitable. It never did for me. Furniture was never something I wanted to do forever, but it was an amazing stepping stone. And like I said, there was a tremendous grace for it, because it was so much better than me having a regular job. Now, I enjoyed what I did before. I enjoyed working in politics. The campaign of 2008 that I was a part of, that I was a campaign manager of, that was brutal, because campaigns are just tough. You're just working all the time. And so I was coming off of that to this, where I was selling furniture, and now I was posting the ad. Elaine and I were both posting ads. She and I were both taking phone calls, and I was going to pick up the furniture, deliver it all over the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We'd have people that would pick up furniture from our house. I loved driving around. I was getting to know a new city. I mean, of course, I'd been here many times before when we were dating, but I was learning a new city. I was learning the roads. I got to try new taco places, which I love to eat. So that was fun. I just felt freedom when I got in that car and started. I was our Toyota 4Runner. It was a 2007, no, 97 Toyota 4Runner. Pulling my father-in-law's trailer, open air trailer. That was a hoot. You guys would laugh if you could just look into some of those times when I would be at the wholesale warehouse, and I noticed it's about to rain, and I'd have to get the tarp out and just pray that those boxes stayed dry. And half the time they didn't. And so you'd have to take them home and give them time to air out. And again, if I had to do that now, I would be so miserable. But it was an incredible stepping stone to where we are now. I truly believe there's just no way that I could have gone from where I was then, losing my job in the campaign. When we lost that campaign, it wasn't like I did anything wrong. We lost the race. So being a campaign manager meant I was out of a job. There's no way I could have leapfrogged from there to where I am now. It was a process. Somebody might look at me and say, you got 20,000 people on your email list. Well, guys, that's really nothing. It makes my business very profitable. Having an audience, you need to have an audience to sell to. But there are people that are way above me, but they had a process where they went through and they had 5,000 and 10,000 and 20,000 emails, and just a bigger and bigger business as you go. You just keep building. And so it's a journey. It's a process. And I am thankful for every single step of the way. So don't look at me and think, oh my gosh, it happened overnight. Well, we're in year 14 of me having me being on this journey and not having a regular job. And I am so thankful for all those years. There were some years that were super, super tough. There are other years and that were like, wow, this is the best thing yet. And there are days like that where some days you're at the top of the mountain and other days you're down because something little can, as an entrepreneur, I get an unsubscribe. And I don't let those little things bother me anymore, but somebody unsubscribes from my email list. That's a bummer. If somebody cancels the membership community that I have, or the ones that we have, yes, that's a bummer. I wonder why. How can we serve them better? What could we have done to make them stick around? So those things, yes, those things are going to eat at you no matter what. But I am thankful for this life. I am thankful that I get to be home with my family. And I want desperately for more of you to be in this position to where whatever your dream life looks like, that you can be living that. And you can with an online business. If you want to be home with your wife and your daughter, your son, you want to be home with your husband and your kids. If you want to take trips around the world, if whatever your thing is that you are building this for, there's a reason you're listening to me now, especially for those of you that are at the beginning of your journey, or have just either haven't even started yet, not even sure where to start, or you're early on in your business. There's a process. Don't get discouraged. Know that you can get there. Whatever it is that you signed up for, the reason that you got into your business, keep that in front of you. Keep that why in front of you. Keep that picture in front of you. Get a vision board. Get crystal clear. So in this workshop, we're going to talk about vision boards. I'm going to show you how I make mine. It's not anything fancy at all. It can even be digital on your phone. And it's just something that you can look at that's like, this is why I'm doing this. I'm going after these things. These are my goals. These are my dreams. This is why I'm spending the time to build this business. And so I hope that for those of you that are interested, will join me on that workshop. If you just go to streamsofincome.com/class, I'll get you in there. Remember, it's only going to be 20 people that are allowed to join that. So if you're just getting started in this thing, you're at the beginning, you're not even sure where to start. Here's a question I want you to think about, especially for those of you who are not sure which path to go forward with. You see all these opportunities, and it might even overwhelm you and stop you in your tracks because you don't want to make a mistake. Number one, guys, in this online business world, there's so many ways to make money online, and you can always pivot. You can always go back. You can always start very, very simple with very little money to test things out. Sometimes it's free to test ideas out and decide if something's for you. But if you are at the beginning and you're not sure which way to go forward, let me ask you this question. What is your current situation? Okay. Number one, do you need money right now? You need to make money quick, or do you have a longer runway? Are you somebody who has a full-time job already? Money's coming in. You're not looking for your next meal. If you can put yourself into one of those two positions, one of those two places, this will help me help a lot of you right now on this call who are at the beginning and not sure what to do. So are you either in a position where you need to make something happen quickly, or you have a little bit longer runway? There's not a huge pressure on you. You have money flowing in. You have another income stream coming in. Okay. If you are in number one and you need money, you need something to happen right now, as soon as you possibly can, then I highly recommend you to go find something that you can sell. Selling physical products online, in my opinion, is one of the easiest, quickest ways to make some quick money. You can find something around your home. I guarantee you probably got something around your house that you're not using that you could post on Facebook Marketplace, post on something like eBay, and get some money pretty fast. You can also, even if you have just a little bit of money, go to garage sales, go to thrift stores, go to neighbors' houses, ask them if they have stuff that they need sold, because there's so many people that just have stuff sitting around and they don't know how to sell it online, or they don't even want to learn. You could go to friends and family, neighbors, and say, hey, I'm trying to build up some cash to start a business. Do you have anything around that you need sold that I could sell for you? And do it for them. Post it on Facebook Marketplace. Even do porch pickup. If you don't want to meet somebody somewhere, do porch pickup and split the profits with your friend or your family member. That's a very quick way. We have so many people in our communities, the students of mine right now, that have built seriously big businesses that have allowed them to be able to quit their jobs by starting this very exact way, where they are just finding stuff laying around their house that they can sell online. So if you are in a position, number one, you need money now, sell physical products. That is my biggest advice for somebody that needs to make money quickly. Now, it doesn't mean you have to stay there. It doesn't mean you have to do that forever. That may not be your dream job. It may not be your dream business, but it will give you some cash coming in so that you can do maybe something else that you're really interested in. Okay. And if you have a longer runway, then you have some time to think through, what are my skill sets? What are the things that I'm good at? What are the things I really want to do? This workshop will be helpful for you, for those of you in that position, because you're going to be able to think through all of the homework that we have and figure out, like, how am I wired? And what do I really want my life to look like? We'll go through the ideal day exercise, and you'll be able to think about what you really want your ideal day to look like, so that you can put your business into that ideal day rather than the other way around. So I hope that's helpful for somebody that's trying to decide which way to move forward. If you need money quickly, just go sell some stuff. If you have a longer runway, then you have some time to think about it. Both of you jump in that class, because I'll give you some advice on how to move forward either way. But for those of you who are a little bit further down the road, let me ask you this one question. Are you happy? Are you enjoying what you're doing? Because I know a lot of folks that are students of ours, they, especially like with e-commerce, they are doing that as a means to an end. We have some that absolutely love it. They're going to be doing it for a very, very long time. And we have a lot, I think, that just got in to be able to earn some income, but they have something else that they're really passionate about. They have something else that's really on their heart that they feel like is the thing that they're supposed to be doing. Now, they're thankful for their e-commerce business or the other business that they've started. Maybe it's a service-based business. Whatever that is, they know that's not their thing forever, but it's allowed them to have some income coming in to give them some breathing room, which is awesome. And I am never going to be stop talking about the opportunities to sell on places like Amazon or eBay or Walmart or Facebook Marketplace. The opportunity is just incredible for somebody with no income and no experience to build an awesome business. But I know some of you listening want to do more. You want to write a book. You want to create a course. You want to have a membership community. You want to have a coaching program around whatever you're passionate about. I want to help you too, and I can help you. Join that workshop, and I'll help you figure out which way to move forward, how to test out in a very small way your idea, so you're not spending all this time away from the thing that's causing you or bringing in the income. Because that's the thing I see a lot is folks have a business that's doing really well, and they have this other passion deep inside that they want to do, but it's really hard to take the time to follow that passion because they're so busy in their other business. So we'll talk about how you can even bolt down what you currently got going on, and how you can create systems and processes, how you can find help, virtual assistants or a team to help you build a business, so you can step out a little bit, give yourself some breathing room to be able to focus on other things that you're passionate about. So really want to help all of you guys. I love reading emails. If you want to email me, ryan@ryanrieger.com. I love it. I respond to all of them as soon as I can. Some of them I'll even send back video emails with me talking right to the person, because it's just so much easier sometimes than writing a long book back to them. Tell me your story. Let me know how I can help you move forward. I truly care. I really want to help you move forward in your business to live the life of your dreams, to have the business that you want to have. And so let me help you. Ryan at ryanrieger.com. Guys, it's an honor, truly an honor to serve you. I love hearing just people that respond back, say that they love the podcast. So give me some feedback. Is this blessing you? Is there anything else that you have that you want me to talk about? Any guests that you'd love me to get on to talk to? I enjoy talking to guests as well. But let me know how I can help you moving forward. I'm here to serve you guys. Love you all. Have a blessed weekend.
You've been listening to Streams of Income with self-help author Ryan Rieger. From right here in the Dallas Metroplex, Ryan teaches several entrepreneurial courses and group coaching programs to students all over the world. Be sure to listen next week at the same time for Streams of Income with Ryan Rieger.